Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. I'm gonna do a reaction to the Horus Heresy 2.0 cinematic trailer. I will have to stop during the trailer to give some comments so I can play it, otherwise I will get flagged. So, the Horus Heresy is in the world of fantasy from Games Workshop in the year 30,000. It's a world I paint miniatures in. I have an army of Imperial Fists. So what we see in the trailer, like salamanders, if I could get my hand on the box, it's not cheap, but we will see what we can get from my PayPal account if somebody wants to support me to get the box. That would be nice, and I would thank you very much. So let's get started.
I was there when he painted this.
So
An
nice.
oddity among his schematics and calculations. Yet, this seemed to help him. A way he could express the enormity of his plan. Not if the legions are successful. It depends on how deep the rot goes.
So what we saw was a painting made by the Emperor of Mankind, your god, in the year 40,000. He made a plan, and the two watching it are Constantine Valdor of the Custodes, the Emperor's bodyguard, and the captain of the Silent Sisters. You have to forgive me, but I forgot her name. They're talking about the betrayal by Horus, one of the sons of the Emperor. He made 1820, but two are forgotten, two are destroyed. So 18 sons, and every son has a legion of super warriors called Space Marines, the Emperor's angels. We are at the Dropside Massacre place on Isfahan 5. It's basically a trap where different legions were involved. Only 3 of the legions were on the good side. They thought they were with more, but they were betrayed. They were ambushed. So let's watch what happens. So basically, this is a captain of the Iron Warriors, and the salamanders are rolling up big tanks. They're all new models in the box, what we see in the trailer. So yeah, there we go. He's waiting. The tanks are rolling up. So they're ambushed by sentry guns, and those sentry guns have shields on them. They're autocannons designed to penetrate tank armor. Now the tanks are of the heavier class. They have siege cannons on them. They have lace cannons or heavy bolters on the sides, in the sponsons. Let's see what happens. One of the tanks is stopped. It opens its door, and the troops of the Space Marines comes out. Here, the servo skull took the shot. It saved the captain, basically. It protected it. It disintegrated. What's a cool effect? The Iron Warriors were playing dead, so the salamanders walked into a trap. They're getting their ass kicked, basically, in this trailer. Basically, we have Saturnite Terminators teleporting. What I know of them is they're slower, they're more or better at teleporting, but they're slower moving than their counterpart Terminators. Like the This is a Saturnite dreadnought, one of the more powerful dreadnoughts there are. But in the year 40,000 they lost that knowledge, so it's not around anymore. It's one of the technologies they've forgotten in 10,000 years. Now we're back at the Imperial Palace on Earth. It is massive, massive, and it's located where we should know now in our time the Himalayas, the Himalaya mountains. There is where the Emperor built his palace, and it is magnificent.
The attack failed.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not.
We see Valdor, Constantine Valdor, the chief captain of the bodyguards of the Emperor, talking with Malcador, the Sigillite, the right hand of the Emperor. They're talking about the massacre at Isfahan 5. Let's see what happens.
Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear. What I think doesn't matter.
What now, then?
We make ready for a war that may never end.
And the war will never end. Otherwise, there is no game, basically. But it is magnificent. The models are magnificent. I have some Saturnite Terminators that I 3D printed and painted for my Imperial Fist with the Thunderhammers. But now you can arm them with different weapons, different how you call it, units can be armed in different ways, basically. So basically, this box comes out in a week time. We will see what happens, if we can get it or not. I have the first one. I would be interested in the second one. I would love to paint those models. They're magnificent. I've seen different pictures of them already. Basically, yes, this is my reaction to this trailer. It's, yeah, a wet dream for me. I've been in the Games Workshop stuff since the beginning, rough trader. I've worked for an independent store. I've worked for Games Workshop, basically. I've painted their miniatures. I won some contests in them. I would say, yeah, let's go. So if you like my content, just give it a like, subscribe, please. I don't know how long I will be around, but there is a GoFundMe for something else in my description. I'm a cancer patient. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. And I see you in the following one.